What up, YouTube? It's your girl Pimp back with another video, back with another Black Excellent video. And today I have a special guest with me. Got my boy Tactical Skillionair. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, sister?
I'm doing good. I ain't gonna complain. Ain't gonna complain. How's Detroit doing you?
Oh man, as good as it gonna get.
Oh man, I like Michigan. I like the trees when you drive through it and stuff like that. So I don't mind it at all. So, but we're gonna
Yeah.
get right into this video. Want to talk a little 2A talk with you and all that good stuff. Well, introduce yourself to the people. For the people who already don't know who you are, let them know who you are.
Well, I am Tactical Skillionair. Been doing YouTube for a little bit under a year. Started my journey just looking at everybody else stuff and decided, oh, why not? I'll hop on, see what it does. It's been good to me.
It's been good.
Journey that I'm enjoying. So,
Mm-hmm.
what I talk about is gun stuff. I talk about your mental health. That's a big part of I'm beginning to really dive into because we don't talk about the mental health side a lot. So if you want to check me out, I am Tactical Skillionair Defense. Log on in, subscribe, and hit that subscribe button for me. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now make sure I put it down in the description below as well. That's definitely what I want to talk about because that's what I like about your channel. That it's so many parts in the whole 2A situation and being a gun owner. It's not just about getting a gun and pow, pow, pow. It's a lot of stuff that goes into it. And one of them that I really feel like you said, that we really need to talk about because it's showing now is like the mental illness part of it. So why is that so important to you?
I'll tell you my story. When I was in my 20s, me and my wife was going through some. At the time, she was my girlfriend. We had kind of got into it. I kind of had me a BB gun on me. At this time, I wasn't owning firearms. I didn't get into firearms until a couple years later.
Okay.
Got kind of pissed in the middle of the winter. Got a little drunk. Went to the bus stop and ended up shooting myself in my arm twice with a BB gun.
Wow.
End up doing that. End up getting hospitalized. Told him that my brother shot me. What kind of pissed him off. So now to this day, I kind of understand why he was pissed off at me. Told him that my brother shot me. But eventually I had to tell the truth, and they end up locking me up in the hospital in the mental health part of it, and that's been my story ever since. So that's why I like the mental health part of it because I've been through the mental health system before I decided to really own guns and really get into them. So luckily I didn't carry at that time, but I kind of understand that you need to be in a sound mind, sound body when you're dealing with firearms. So that's my story about the mental health side of things and why I focus on the mental health so much now than when I first got into it, to the gun thing and YouTube thing.
And then, because as a Black man, you with Black people, period, but especially the Black men deal with a lot, with just everyday situations, dealing with the police, dealing with our own community, dealing with our own self. So, they do have laws in place for those type of things, but what would you tell, maybe your younger self?
I was a big believer, and it has something to do with my childhood. And when my dad and my mom split, it really had an effect on me, my brother, and my sister. And I'm still to this day, and my wife kind of got me out of that shell of I wasn't a talker. I was never a talker when I grew up. My dad was hard on me. My mom, I barely seen. So when it came down to talking, I always thought that therapists would have more problems than I did. It wasn't worth talking to. Yeah, so when I actually got hospitalized, when I had to sit down and really talk to somebody and was forced to talk to somebody, then I had to look at it totally different. And that's why it's so important to me. And that's what I would tell myself. Talk to somebody if you're really going through it. Don't hold it in, and then when you erupt in the wrong way. And you could easily lose your life or end up in prison. So that's what now that I'm older and I have children, that's what I would say to my younger self.
Oh man, absolutely. Absolutely. I really appreciate you sharing this because I mean, I feel like a lot of um a lot of us don't see it, the whole going to therapy and stuff like that. So I feel like the more we share it, the more people be open to it.
Yeah,
Like myself, I'm a case manager. I work with kids. And, when I'm telling them, about doing therapy, and I tell them, hey, Miss Robinson do therapy. And they be like, for real? I would never thought. I'm like, everybody got issues. I said, how y'all think I'm keeping myself and my composure helping y'all?
right.
I deal with everyday day things, and the stuff that y'all deal with have an effect on me too.
Right.
Because the kids I work with, they going through a lot. I'm not gonna even lie. They
Absolutely.
going through a whole bunch. So like I told them, I have to be mentally ready for you guys in order to help you guys.
Most
So,
definitely.
so I feel like it's important that we do share this information. Like, hey, I'm doing it too. Not to make it popular, but like therapy is not because you crazy or nothing like that. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to.
That's it. That's it.
You just need somebody to talk to. So I really appreciate you sharing that aspect on your channel. And definitely I'll be telling a lot of my youth, hey, watch this channel, check this topic out and stuff like that. So I really, really appreciate that. How did we get started with the whole guns?
Um, I actually got in the gun just one day, watching the news, and I'm old school. I was raised by my grandmother as well. So I have a respect for older people. So I was just one day watching, I don't know what I was doing. I was just watching the news. And it came about that this guy beat this veteran up, got him pinned between the frame of his car and his door.
Mm-hmm.
He was beating this guy up. I mean, he was an old veteran. I mean, beat him up crazy. And I said, well, if you can beat a veteran up that
Wow.
went over the war and beat him like he was somebody that stole some money from you, then what do say they're gonna do to me? And that's what
Wow.
sparked my interest with getting into firearms. It was actually a simple news story that I saw
Mm-hmm.
young people beating up on elderly men. I mean, wearing them out in between that car door and that frame of that car. He took his car. I said, man, that's what really sparked my interest for firearms. And that's what really got me started into the firearms.
Wow. That is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. So what was the first firearm that you purchased?
The first one I purchased was I ended up selling it to my father-in-law. Was a Walter P 380.
Okay.
That was my
Okay.
first.
That was your first firearm. Okay. And how long did you have before you sold it to your stepfather?
I think I had it about a year.
About a year. Okay.
Yeah. So and I
Okay.
ended up picking up a M&P 40 count.
40 cal. Okay. Big ballin', big ballin'. What you carrying now?
I'm carrying between my Hellcat with the Swamp Fox red dot on it and the
Ooh.
Canic TP9 SC.
And see, yes, I shot my friend's Canic. I really like those.
Oh yeah, they love it. Oh my, out the box, they're amazing.
Yeah, I really, really like those. I'm like, man, this is really. I can see why a fat guy with guns fuck mechanics now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see it. I'm gonna try to get like the compact one because the regular one is big on my hand.
But you know what? That's subcompact, and that's what that is. It's almost. They say it's almost like a compact to me. They
Okay,
call it a subcompact, but that subcompact feels like a compact.
okay, okay,
But if you can have, it's all my guns either gonna be compact, subcompact, or it's gonna be micro. I don't carry anything full size. The biggest
okay.
I carry is either the Glock 19X or the Glock 19 Gen 5 with the MOS.
With the MOS, yeah, and that's big, but that's not outrageous.
No.
I don't think it's outrageous. I can handle that one. So, what's your favorite caliber?
Right now, to my handguns are right.
Ooh, ooh. Let's do both. Shit, handgun.
Oh, I fell in love with that 10 mil when I bought that Glock 29. So as far as pistols, but the availability sucks. But the 10 mil is my favorite.
Okay.
Rifle, when we was down in Nashville and I put the AK in my hand, I let it rip. It's the AK now.
We're gonna get into that because I definitely seen you going back and forth with the AR and the AK. So yeah, it's the AK now for you.
I love them both, but the AK it does. Man, I love that round.
Why the AK? What made you
I don't
change?
know. It's just, oh my God, just the feel of that gun. I love that gun. I love the AR because the fact you can do so much with it as far as customizing it. That AK shoot different. I'm sorry.
He said shoot different. How often do you get a chance to go to the range?
Man, I work so much. I probably been since we've been out of Nashville, and then before that it was a good 3-4 months. I mean, I just worked so much.
Yeah, same.
We just bought a house.
Oh, congratulations!
Going on 3 years now, so
okay.
Being a new homeowner and trying to make sure the house is good, and you know, it's just kids, wife, and house. When they good, I find one way or another to get to the range one day.
Now I always ask, everybody I interview, especially in 2A community, how do you feel about, your family being trained, especially kids? I know some people, it's a touchy situation with kids.
With my son, I got him learning right now is the safety aspect of a handgun.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with him. I actually every once in a while hand him my handgun that I'm carrying for the day. I tell him, what do you do with it? He knows the first thing to do is to drop the mag.
Absolutely.
And you check the chamber for yourself. So that's what I'm doing with him now, because he's going on 12 in September. My daughter just turned 9, so I ain't kind of eased her into it, but I kind of eased him into it because he's old enough. So with him, more my thing is, because he'll be 12 in September. So his birthday, 12th birthday, I'm going to take him to the range, get him familiar with the 22 and the 9. They both have shot the 22 before.
Okay.
With him, I'm getting him acclimated to learn that if any gun around you, first thing you do is you pick up the phone, call me and your mother.
Absolutely.
From there, you call the police. You do not touch a gun. Outside this household, you do not touch it. I don't care what it is, you do not touch it. But when you're in here, we're going to teach you how to handle a gun and what you need to do if the police or anybody of that authority has any questions for you. So right now, it's just with him, hand him my gun. Son, what do you do with this gun when I hand you this gun? And he knows every time I hand it to him, drop the mag and rack. So that's where we at with him. Eventually, in about another year or two, I get my daughter into it as
well. Okay. And then what about the wife?
She just found the gun she liked. So we're in the process of getting her another one. She carries a M&P shield like mine.
Okay.
9mm. I actually found it on, where did I find it on? Michigan. Dude was selling it. Wife was getting another one. And the slide was pink. So I showed her, I said, I got this one. You like the pink slide? She was like, yeah. So she has found some a little small. It's the Ruger 380 is what she's looking at now.
Okay, my best friend got Ruger 380. Okay.
That's what she's looking at now. So we're in the process of getting her that. And she said she'll carry a lot more. So we'll see. But she's not into it like I am. I'm heavy into it. So,
yeah. Now, do you guys have like a safety plan that y'all do at home?
Not really. I'm trying to, get the aspect going with them. Because with my wife, the thing she does, and I tell her this all the time, don't just call my name when you hear the door. She has a bad habit of just calling my name, laying there. I said, you got to get up. So you can't be that late. You can't be that tired. You get up and check what's going on. So because the way Detroit is, it's the home invasions here are crazy.
Oh wow!
And they are. If anybody, shout out to my homeboy T Electric, go check him out. But he does a lot of the home invasion talk in the inner city of Detroit, and it's because of the response with the Detroit cops are so long. Sometimes it could be 2-3 hours. Sometimes it could be the next day with them. So it's I'm trying to get her in the habit of, it don't matter what it is, just get up and check. If you gotta have a knife in your hand or something, if you're gun downstairs, get up and check. Don't ever call somebody name expecting that to be the person. So just get her adapted to getting up. You hear something, get up. You know, so just getting her to start there, and then eventually I get them all involved. But I done did my son and my daughter where I done, they in the room, I play like they sleep. I go get them both and I hide them, because when you coming down my hallway, me and my wife's room is the last room. And then we have a bathroom in our room. So I get them to learn that, hey, I'm gonna get you up first. You go to the bathroom, then I'm gonna get your brother, because it's her brother, my daughter, and then us. So then, you know, the kitchen is over the bathroom is over to our right, our big bathroom, main bathroom. So it's like I got a maneuver trying to get them safe. You gotta hit me in order to get them where they need to go. And that's what, you know, trying to get them to learn that, hey, when I call you, or when I say, hey, wait on me or something, respond, say something, and then we'll go from there.
We'll go from there. Oh, yeah. But at least you got a plan, because most people don't even have a plan.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to it. And I always tell the story, you know, I really feel like we should, especially in your household, get everybody educated on the guns. Because last winter, somebody broke into the house and he was trying to rape the mom. And I guess they had a plan where the son knew where the gun was at.
Yeah.
So he was able to get the gun. The intruder got killed, but he saved his mama's life.
Hey, that's what it's about. Hey,
you know,
he had no business in the house anyway. So
he had no business there. You know, the dad was at work. You know, so he just heard his mama screaming, just went into action because because they educated him. He knew what to do.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing that I hear these stories where parents or guardians are saying, "Oh, they knew nothing about a gun in the household." How that contradicts everything that you're saying. If you have a gun in the household, the child should, like I said, get them to know the safety things first before you put one in his hand.
Right.
You know, show them what it do and what it don't do. Because when my son and my daughter, when they were small, and they kept pulling at my hip. So I said, "Oh, y'all interested? Okay." Emptied the gun out, took the one out the chamber, emptied out my clip, put the clip back in. I said, "Here you go." I said, "What's the difference between the Nerf guns you play with and mine?" They said it's heavy. I said, "See, that's the difference." I said, mine does different than what y'all's do. And I said, when you do that, when you decide to use this, it's going to be consequences to your action. And I can leave my gun sitting around my house any day of the week. They will not touch my gun.
Yeah, because they're not curious. You took away the curiosity.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I definitely get that. I definitely understand that. So with your channel, I see that you was going back and forth with the AR and AK. You know, we gotta get back into that because you know you was getting a lot of heat.
Oh, what? Yeah.
You was getting a lot of heat. Like he was gonna switch over, and I was like, well, I can understand why he switched over. You know what I'm saying? I like both of them.
Yeah, I love them both.
I like both of them. So I think I'm leaning more towards the AR, probably because I feel like I can control it better than the AK for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. What really got me interested in shooting it was because thanks to Armel and thanks to Tech Life J.
Tech Life J and Armel. Shout out to them. Shout out to the turkeys.
Shout out to the tactical turkeys, man. And these guys are great guys. So please follow these guys. But I reached out to Jay. I said, Jay, I know you an AK guy. Bring one for me to shoot. Please, I got to shoot one in Nashville.
He is an AK guy. Yes.
Oh, my God. He loves his AK. So he ended up bringing his, but I ended up shooting Armel's. Man, when I put Armel's in my hand,
I agree.
Said, oh, my God.
I agree.
These boys shoot like butter.
Man, because when I first picked it up, I'm like, man, this motherfucker heavy as fuck. Yeah. But once you get in the groove and you know get your stance, it was so smooth. It was so smooth. I loved it. I was just like, bing, 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 bing. I'm like, oh man, I feel like I'm shooting a 22 at this point.
Yeah, it was a lovely gun, man. So I will say, by me being an artist, because I draw.
Okay.
I do that also. I've been drawing since I was a kid, and that's something I really love. The AR would be my preferred as far as customizing. Love
Okay.
the gun customized. I love customizing guns. And as you've seen out there in Nashville, I
Yeah.
do.
I loved your gun too. I'm like, man, I can take his gun, our male gun, Ramsey J gun home. I can take these home with me.
So
Yeah.
I love customizing anything dealing with art. So
Yeah, especially your site. I'm like, man, this motherfucker is on point. Like,
yeah. So
oh my goodness.
man, I love it. I love them both though. And don't get me wrong, that if I don't think I put the full picture, but I just finished my AK. I just
Okay.
finished. Just put the red dot on it. Put the light on it, and then as you seen in the video, you seen the plum. So I was able to
I seen the plum.
plum. So I love that gun because you can, like I said in the video, you can customize it, but you're very limited in what you can do because of rail space. Unless you get a 16-inch and then you just take it all the way out to the barrel. But man, I love them both. I love them both.
I love it.
For a different reason for each one. So
Yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna add the AK to my collection because, like I said, it's a decent gun. Even though I'm an AR person, but
yeah,
I think I want to add that to it.
And like I said in the video, with any AR, any AK, you got to either have a stock on it or a brace. Anything outside that, you're gonna go crazy with them both. So as far as accuracy, they both are accurate to me.
So. Yes, very accurate, on point. You can shoot long distance, man. Freaking love it. I think, and that's why I love the whole regular meetup, because you got to shoot so many guns there. It was insane. Insane. It was this one dude. I think he was an older gentleman. I think he was a part of the military. And we was at the pistol station. So, me and Erica shooting, and he just kept bringing out more guns. And we were just like,
did he have a bunch of 19s?
Yeah.
1911s? I know exactly what you're talking about. He had about, I want to say he had at least 10 different 1911s. I said, what?
Oh my God.
He's a 1911 fanatic. I know exactly.
Fanatic. And me and Erica, he just kept bringing out shit. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get my ass up out of here. Because Billy brought this revolver, this Taurus revolver. I think it was a 40 or 45. Man, that sucker was so powerful. It shook my whole hand. I had to sit that down. I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stay in my lane. I'm gonna sneak up out of here. But he just kept pulling them out and pulling them out. I'm like, oh my God, sir. Like, where's you coming from with these guns? Like, he'll disappear. And me and Erica, we just shooting, and he'll come back with another case of guns. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he loved the 19s. I know exactly.
Oh my God. I was like, but I enjoyed that because I love our people.
Fellowship.
I love the fellowship.
Oh my God.
Like in the, like where we from, like Chicago or Detroit, you will never see that.
No.
You would never see that, especially not Black folks with no guns. And,
and
it was some arsenals out there.
It's gonna be a situation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially between gun cap and tactical turkeys. Kick up dust brought out that damn 50 cal.
They shut it down.
They shut it down. I was like, when he picked that big ass gun up, I was like, what the hell? But I keep forgetting that kick up dust is like fucking 6'8", 350. So to him, it's like him picking up an AR,
Right, ain't no way in here I can stabilize that and stand up, boy.
No way.
Kansas City somewhere. I ain't no way here.
I'm trying to tell you. So I'm really excited for the next one. Because that was, man, it's been a long time when I got together with a group of people and we didn't even know each other.
Oh, that's the beautiful part. Oh my God.
We didn't even know each other.
That was the beautiful part.
But it didn't feel like that.
No, it didn't.
I didn't feel awkward. I didn't feel like, certain people had like, Yoki, my girl, my favorite YouTuber, Yoki. Shout out to her. Like, so fucking cool, her and
She cool as hell in person. Oh my God.
Cool as hell. Yep, Twisted cool as hell. Fucking ATL gun girl, Lady Wick, like
big time.
Right, just cool as hell. Just cool as hell. So what we got coming up on your channel? Let the people know before we get up on out of here.
Man, just trying to learn how to edit and do all that stuff everybody else do. Right now, I'm just throwing videos up there. You know, it's when you don't have the time to learn that craft. I actually got a buddy that's really into computers. Okay. It is hard for me to get away and learn that. I actually have a laptop. I actually have the camera. It's just me sitting down, learning it. It's now my work schedule done changed. Now I'm leaving at 2 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
It's
no, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Because I know how to edit, but yeah, I barely edit because and you know what? I see why people edit it because you know you want show things, but I feel like it's just natural when you don't. You know.
Yeah. You know what? And that was one of my biggest compliments from Real Deal. You know, I usually say and I said it in front of my videos. I said it's your favorite gun on the checking in J Skills. I thought that was that, and that was just something I came up with when I was just one day in the basement, did my first video, and Real Deal he said, man, I love your channel because of that. I said, what? That you for that? You know,
because it's real.
You never know what's real. People. So it's been a blessing. It's been fun. I plan to keep doing some gun videos. Keep on educating everybody about your mental health, and you know, just let God take the wheel and direct me where I need to go.
And absolutely, brother. We're gonna see a gun collection soon from you.
Yeah, I done got a couple new pieces in the work. I done picked up a 1911. I done picked up an AK-47. I done picked up a Derringer, 2-shot Derringer. I done picked up. I done picked up a couple things since Nashville, so yeah, it's pretty. It's due to another review.
Yeah, we gotta make it. You gotta make that collection video because I definitely want to see. Especially, I love how you customize your guns.
Okay. So yeah, I thought you order, you got it.
Yeah, I like those. You know, I be trying to customize myself, and I be over here fucking shit up. So
well, you know what? One gun that I do a lot of my stuff on is my Glock 29, my 10 mil. That's when I really started dibbling and dabbling. That's the one I did the cuts in the trigger guard.
Okay.
It was ugly. I ain't gonna lie, I hate it. But that's more of my practice. What that is my practice. Oh, okay. Anything happened to her?
Right. So because we all got that gun we practice on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I tell a lot of people, man, pick you up a cheap Taurus, a cheap Taurus, and go from there. You will be amazed what you can do. In the artistry that you can do. One thing I do got to do, I got to find somebody that can make me a sticker, a stencil sticker. And I end up using paper and tape when I did my AR-15.
Really?
I'm trying to find some. Yeah, I just that's what that.
Wow.
My mags. It got the paint on it in my gun. I actually did with paper and sticker. I mean paper and tape. So I'm actually locally trying to find somebody that can actually, if I can go to them, draw something up, would they be able to stencil me out a sticker where I can just put the sticker on and spread and then just bring it right up.
Oh my God.
So I'm just look out for some. I got my merch. I'm planning to do my merch pretty soon.
Okay.
As everybody know, I got stuck in the eye. So it's gonna be an eyeball. The eyeball. It's gonna be the T going down, but the T gonna be a magazine clip. A magazine.
Okay.
It's gonna the T is gonna be as the magazine, and then it's gonna be S, and then the D is gonna be inside the S. So look out for my merch. I'm just trying to get everything finalized.
That's dope.
My logo about when I draw and I get into it, I done drew my logo at least for the last 6 months. We try to get this logo together. I cannot get my logo together unless I know it's A1. So it took me 3 or 4 different, and I'm really in love with this one. So
okay,
to finish the touches on it, and hopefully pretty soon I'm hoping to come out with some merch. So look out for me, man. It's just everything working out the way everything should work out. So
I'm excited for you. Let the people know all the platforms they can reach you on.
You can reach me on Instagram, J_Skillionair_Productions, which is my original art company where I do logos and all that. Of course, you can catch me on YouTube, Facebook. I want to say made Jamal with 2 L's. My son is Jamal with 2 L's, so it's after him. I think that's about it that I can think of. You know, if you got some ideas. I'm not on the computer thing just yet. That's another thing. I'm just transitioning. I'm old school, so I know the paper. I'm trying to see where Billy at and be able to transform it over to the computer. That way. Yeah. So, like I said, I think one day I'm just gonna take a week off and just focus on getting my stuff together and really, really getting some stuff out that I need to get out. I need to get with Billy and work on some things and figure out how to do some business things and get that together. But in due time, and when that time comes, I'm gonna be on fire. So
I know that's right. Well, once again, brother, I really appreciate this interview. You know, I gotta highlight all my Black folks out here doing good and doing what they need to do.
I appreciate you for reaching out to me. I do appreciate it, sis.
No problem.
You became my sister after the Nashville meetup.
Hell yeah. That's what I tell people all the time. Like, that's my family. They're like, you don't know that. I'm like, yes, I do. Shit. That's my motherfucking family. They're my brothers and my sisters and my cousins and my uncles and my aunties. Yep. That's my family. Like I tell them all the time, like, y'all don't understand the atmosphere that it was.
Oh my God, they don't know. And, you know, I want to say this before we get off. Ben Shoot, one of my favorite guys. I've been following him for a long time. His wife, he brought his wife. My wife and his wife was sitting at the table. They was talking. And I think they have a son, me and my wife's age. We're both 38. And my wife was like, I can call you mama. And instantly she said that, yeah, because you have respect and you're kind. I can see that. And being now and his wife have became me and my wife's gunfather and gunmom. So man, it's been dope, man. I definitely enjoyed the experience, man, in Nashville. I've met some great people, some great like-minded people, man. And I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Keep up the good work.
Yes.
Continue to spread the positivity that we are doing despite what's going on in the world right now. It seems like everybody wants to make us out to be what we're not, and we're just people that work and we just love what we love, and we don't plan to do any harm to anybody unless you bring that harm to our doorstep. So
absolutely,
don't bring it. Hey, we fine.
Yes, fine. Well, you too. That's another great video. We're gonna have to get up on out of here, but make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you thumbs it up, thumbs it down. Make sure you go subscribe to my brother's channel. Definitely informative. And until the next video, we out this one. Peace.
All right. Love you, sis, man. Be safe.
No problem. Okay, stay on.